Okay, I've been away for a while, but I'm back now. Actually, what happened was my laptop got taken away when I got laid off. That was kind of a bummer. But I got a new laptop and I'm ready to start making videos again. And I was in the middle of a series of lubricant experiments when the whole disaster struck, but that's over now. I did have to abandon that project, but basically Jigaloo kicks butt in every category. I'm kind of excited about my cappuccino machine that I got for Christmas, right there in the background. I've broken up with Starbucks. I've ended that relationship. I can make my own lattes now. That's good, that's good. So with the money I'm saving, I have money for cubes. So let's get right into it. My latest order is a Type C2, a mini Type C, a Dian Sheng, and 3 Mini-Dian Shengs. And I also got this on eBay. Stack Matte Glow in the Dark. It's not the official data port with the display model, but it's good enough to get ready for whatever's coming up. These I got for Cube for You. I got them in 3 days. I paid $18 for shipping. Got the UPS. It's awesome. So let's jump right into it. I'll talk about these Dian Shengs first. I got 3 of them, and the tension was set differently on all 3. It ranges from great to needs a little loosening. They're too small for my hands to really use on a regular basis, but just in general, they are great feeling. They're good quality. They're kind of a novelty, I think, for me, but for a novelty, they really turn good. They don't lock up a lot or pop or anything like that. So good cubes. This main regular size Dian Sheng, I don't know why I bought it, but it was cheap. And I gotta say, out of the box, it feels cheap. It feels like a cube you would get at a birthday party in a bag. The kind you'd buy at a dollar store or something. Basically, because the plastic has a certain crispiness to it that's almost too crispy. I mean, it really feels hollow and cheap. But having said that, I mean, it really does turn surprisingly well for a cube this square. I'm really kind of surprised by it. It locks up a lot, I think. But, I mean, it's a good cube, but it's not a good speed cube. I'll say it like that. I haven't lubed it yet. That's why I'm trying to get this out of the way. I wanted to document my initial impression of it. It turns well for a cheap cube. We'll see how it turns out when it's lubed. We'll do that next. These are painted on stickers. The orange and the red are really too similar to really use this as a main cube. I'm going to re-sticker this. I may try to get this paint off with some nail polish remover or something like that, but yeah, good cube, not a good speed cube. On to the Type C2 and the Mini Type C. This Mini Type C, I'll talk about this first. It's the same size as a East Sheen 2x2, which I kind of like. It's big enough to actually use. It's not so small like these that it feels like a toy or something. It is smaller than the Dian Sheng Minis. But this cube was probably my favorite out of the box. It really turns well. I was very pleased with this cube. Doesn't lock up, doesn't pop, things like that. Really fast cube, so it's really great. After messing with this a few times, doing like 3 solves, you pick one of these up and it feels funny to go back to the size. But yeah, I recommend this very highly. These are good, but they're really too small, so if you want a really tiny cube, maybe you should get one. But this, I can see myself actually practicing on this. If I keep it in my pocket and turn it at lunch or something. On to the Type C2. I really don't like the pillowed feel to it. and I really hate these tiny stickers that are on there. So it's kind of biasing me against it. It reminds me of the Type F. The sound of it and the feel of it feel a lot like Type F, the first Type F. But this does feel more solid than a Type F. So I would recommend this over Type F pretty much any time. I mean, I pretty much got it because people said it doesn't lock up. But I do notice that it's not a very fast cube. I mean, it's very smooth, but it's not very fast, in my opinion. But I haven't lubed this either, so that'll be another thing I do. Wanted to get that out of the way. These stickers are coming off ASAP because I really can't stand the tininess of them. Okay, well, so in review, this Mini Type C gets my approval. I recommend this very highly. If you like Type F, but you thought Type F was a little too light, I think maybe it's a little bit heavier. I mean, it's got a lot of Type F qualities. It's got the same sound to it. It really doesn't look like anything special inside. I mean, other than the edges are rounded. The only weird thing about it is that these center caps, or the edge pieces, have kind of like a rail, so maybe that helps it out. I recommend this over Type F for another reason. That's because the caps seem to stay on better. Really had a lot of problems with Type F caps. I mean, I bought 4 of them to do my experiments with lubricants, and really the center caps was really one of my main complaints about them. So.